What if being good actually made things worse for you? Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Little and Wise Talk, the podcast where we explore life, lessons, and the little things that make us wiser. I'm young Joca, still learning, still questioning.
And I'm Old Joca, still learning too, but with a few more scars and stories.
Today, I want to talk about something I've been sitting with. It's not comfortable, but I think it's real. How do you stay good when being good keeps costing you?
You know, I thought I knew the answer to that once. Then life tested it.
What changed?
I had a friend, years ago. He was going through a hard time, lost his job, marriage falling apart. I showed up for him constantly. Late night calls, money I didn't really have. Emotional labor I was too tired to give. And when I hit my own hard season, he disappeared.
Ouch.
Yeah. And here's what I couldn't stop asking myself afterward. Was I wrong to be that generous?
What did you decide?
I decided the generosity wasn't wrong, but the expectation was.
Okay, say more, because I think this is exactly what I'm wrestling with.
I used to believe that if I gave enough, people would eventually give back. I treated kindness like a deposit. Put in enough and the withdrawals would stop. But that's not how people work. And it's not how goodness works either.
So what is goodness then? If it's not a transaction,
I think goodness is a direction, not a debt others owe you. You can wish someone well and stop lending them money. You can hope they heal and not answer their 2 a.m. call. You can want good things for them and protect your own peace. Those things can live in the same chest.
that's hard to hold. It feels contradictory.
Yes. That's why most people don't hold it. They either become doormats or they become hardened.
And you?
I'm still learning. But I've stopped asking, how much should I give? Now I ask, what am I giving this person that I'm not giving myself?
That's a different question entirely.
It is. Because sometimes the problem isn't that you're too good. It's that you're giving from an empty well. You can't pour water you don't have.
But isn't that selfish? To protect your own well when someone else is thirsty?
Here's the story that helped me see it differently. There was a woman who lived between two neighbors. One brought her vegetables every week. The other stole her tools. She treated them the same, gave vegetables to both, lent tools to both, thought this was what goodness required. One summer, her well ran dry. The first neighbor, the one she'd given vegetables to, brought her water every morning. The second neighbor, the one who stole her tools, dug a new well on his own property and charged her for access.
So she gave equally, but she wasn't received equally.
Exactly. And here's what broke her heart most. She'd spent years trying to earn something from the second neighbor that he was never going to give. Not because she failed, because he wasn't a giver.
So the lesson isn't stop giving. It's notice who you're giving to.
Yes, and give accordingly. Not revenge, not punishment, just recognition of reality.
So matching energy isn't about being petty. It's about being awake.
Say that again.
Matching energy isn't petty. It's awake.
That's the whole thing right there.
Okay, but here's where I get stuck. What if I match their energy and they just leave? What if no one meets me halfway? Then I'm just alone and guarded.
That's the risk, yes.
So what do I do with that?
You sit with the question it's asking you. Would you rather be used or alone?
That's not fair. Those aren't the only options.
Aren't they? Most people spend their whole lives choosing between resentment and loneliness. They let themselves be taken from because they're terrified of the alternative.
So what's the third option?
The third option is, become someone whose worth isn't negotiated by others. You don't give to earn love. You don't withhold to prove strength. You give what you genuinely want to give. You stop when you don't want to anymore. And you let the relationship land where it lands.
That's terrifying.
Yes, but it's also freedom.
So being good isn't a math problem.
No, it's a posture.
Define that. What does the posture look like?
It looks like, I wish you well. I hope you heal. I will not set myself on fire to keep you warm.
That's not cold.
No, it's not cold. It's just true.
So next time someone takes and doesn't give back,
You don't need to announce your exit. You don't need to explain why you're no longer available at 2 a.m. You just stop being available.
and if they ask why,
Then you have a conversation. But you don't owe them one before they've even noticed you're gone.
that feels honest.
It is. And honesty is kinder than silent resentment.
I think I've been confusing niceness with goodness.
Most people do. Niceness avoids conflict. Goodness sometimes requires it. Niceness smiles and loans the money. Goodness says, I love you, but I can't do this anymore.
Niceness exhausts you.
Goodness sustains you because it's rooted in truth, not performance.
So what do I do tomorrow? When someone asks something of me and I don't have it to give.
You say, I wish I could, but I can't right now. No explanation, no apology tour, just the truth.
And if they get angry?
Then they're showing you who they are. Believe them.
That's today's Little and Wise talk. I came in here asking how to stay good without being taken advantage of. I think I leave realizing being taken advantage of isn't a failure of goodness. It's a failure of attention.
Yes,
So maybe the goal isn't to be unbreakable. Maybe it's to be awake.
that's enough.
If you're someone who's been giving and wondering why your well is dry, you don't need to become hard. You just need to notice who's been drinking without ever asking if you're thirsty too.
And that noticing? That's not selfish. That's the beginning of wisdom. Keep your heart soft and your eyes open.
See you next time.